I'm gonna finish. La la
la, wait till I get my money right.
Tupac told me back in the days, you had to get your money right and then you go to war. So I'm going to war.
Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing.
Y'all finally touched the person that's not gonna take it anymore.
You can't tell me nothing.
Okay, can I finish?
Interview adjourned. Peace.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Kelly. We are back once again, another video, and I just want to start off by saying thank you so much to all of those who are new to the channel and who have clicked on the video. Give it a chance. Thank you guys, and just please hit that subscribe button if you are inclined to do so. I would very much appreciate it. And all of those who are returning, you guys already know I'm very thankful to each and every one of you guys for interacting with my channel, helping me to grow it, and I so appreciate that, as I always say, and I truly mean it. So guys, we are going to get into a little bit of mess today, okay? We want to talk about what has been going on in our world. We're going to expand, we're gonna zoom out, if you will, into the broader aspect of things. So we're going to talk about some of the just a few of the things that are going on at the World Economic Forum, guys. What do y'all know about this? Have you guys been seeing some of these clips? If you're on Twitter, I'm sure that you have, because they've been all over there, even though I personally have not, being banned still and all, but that's neither here nor there. But I was able to go onto Twitter and collect some of these things, and I found it to be very interesting what I've seen so far. So I wanted to come on here with you guys and kind of talk about some of these clips that we are getting out of this conference that happens on a yearly basis at the with Klaus Schwab, evil dictator of the world. I don't know what you would call him, Bond villain, like Austin Powers villain, pretty much any villain that you could think of on any like television program or movie. It's Klaus Schwab. He is the embodiment of that. And he truly proves it each and every year that he puts on this conference. So we're going to get into that today, guys. And I want to know y'all's thoughts about all of this that's going on in our world. Are you guys for globalism? Are you against it? What are your thoughts? Please let me know in the comments down below. And before we get into that, I want to first... guys, this is very important, okay? So I need you guys all to understand what is going on here. I want to get to first this very important clip from our leader, our most popular president that we've ever had. 81 million votes, guys. This is from yesterday. I hope you guys, or I'm sorry, what is today? Today's Tuesday. Yeah, this is from yesterday. So I hope you guys were all celebrating the holiday that occurred yesterday. We had, as you guys might be aware, I hope you are, because if not, you're a bigot. We had Martin Luther King Jr. holiday yesterday. So I hope you guys were able to celebrate with your loved ones. And we know that our great leader was able to also celebrate. And so I just want to share a very serious moment with you guys from his speech that he gave yesterday. So here we go. Oh, 1 second. And we're going to start this over. And this is very serious, okay? So serious business here.
Congratulations today, the honorees, including your wife, who I understand is a birthday today? Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family.
Oh, yeah?
When somebody's birthday, sing happy birthday. You ready?
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alvin. Happy birthday to you.
Dear who? Well, let's listen, see if you guys can catch the name, okay? I'll give you a hint. Her name's Andrea. So let's see if we can catch it, because I didn't hear well what he was trying to say there. So let's just back it up a little bit.
Happy birthday, dear Alvin.
What?
Happy birthday to you.
Fuck?
Well, it's hell turning 30, but you got to put up with it.
Side note, she turned 85. No, I'm kidding. I don't know how old she was, But yeah, guys, what a beautiful moment. What a truly special moment that really highlights, what our country's all about, It really does. I mean, I was floored when I saw it. I just couldn't, contain it. I could not keep it to myself. I had to come on here and share with you guys. What did y'all think of this? I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful. He has a wonderful singing voice too. We love to see that. So, y'all let me know, guys. What do y'all think? Happy birthday, what the fuck? What even is that? Okay, Joe Biden. Time for your nap. Okay. Before he was actually able to shuffle himself off the stage, he did actually make one other comment that I thought was very important to highlight before we got into the World Economic Forum clips that I thought was, almost as special and important as the last clip here that we just saw. But let's go ahead and take a listen and see what you guys think of each of these clips, guys, because they're both very jaw-dropping. Okay.
Said then, I'll say it over and over again. I am going to get assault weapons banned. I did it once.
Yeah?
I'm going to do it again.
You think so, huh?
There's no social redeeming value. Deer aren't wearing Kevlar vests out there. What the hell you need a assault? No, I'm serious. And ban the number of bullets that go in a magazine. There's no need for any of that. I love my right-wing friends who talk about the tree of liberty is water with the blood of patriots. If you need to work about taking on the federal government, you need.
Oh no! Wait, let me hang on, guys.
AR.
Oops, pause that. Sorry, I was trying to turn the volume up, but apparently my fucking computer hates me. All right, let me rewind that. See, just so you guys can hear, because this was pretty important. Okay, let's just run it on back.
Wing friends who talk about the tree of liberty is water with the blood of patriots. If you need to work about taking on the federal government, you need some F-15s. You don't need an AR-15. I'm serious. Think about it.
If you need to work about taking on the federal government, you need to work about those words in a better formation before they stumble out of your disgusting mouth, sir. Okay, so once again, here he is saying that citizens of the country, you and me, if you will, would need F-15s to take on the federal government, meaning that if it came down to it, the federal government would be using F-15s against us. So what does that imply? Does that imply that our Constitution is pretty much not respected by you people in government? You elected idiots, especially you, that, y'all would instead of allowing the people to take back their government as was transcribed in the Constitution, that y'all would actually fight to hold on to power? Very interesting. Very interesting. Guys, what did y'all interpret from these statements made by this bumbling idiot? Because that's kind of what I got from it. But I could be off base here. Maybe I am hard of hearing. Maybe I too am half retarded as Joe Biden is. So y'all let me know down in the comments. What do y'all think about that? So I just wanted to share those two things before we moved on to these clips from the World Economic Forum. So from here on out is going to be just referencing small clips from the forum that took place, and I'll be kind of just playing them. These are all from Twitter, so they're shorter clips. If you guys want to go and find the full context, those are all going to be at your disposal online. But I got these all off of Twitter just to make this kind of easy and just to kind of make it to where it was just boom, boom, boom. And the clips pretty much speak for themselves, so you don't really need too much context, but just putting it out there that if you want to see the full discussion, all of those things are available online and you can find those easily. So let's get into the first one, guys. Okay, so here we have Republican Congresswoman Maria Salazar says at the World Economic Forum that we need to give dignity to the 13 to 15 million illegals living in America. So let's hear what she has to say.
Overhaul of the immigration system. because not only we need those hands, like the Congress, like a senator was saying, but we need to also give dignity to those people who are in the country. And those are the people that I represent. We're talking about 15 million people.
Those are the people you represent? Those people that aren't allowed to vote? Those people that are here illegally, who have broken our laws? Those are the ones you represent? Okay, guys, if your congresswoman is Maria Salazar, do you have a problem with that? She's not even mine, and I have a problem with it. Excuse me, ma'am. Go, I want to say something. Okay, I'm not going to, let me not be too harsh here, but no, you don't represent them. You represent Americans. And I will let you finish, but Beyonce had the best album of all time. So just sit on that.
Most of them Hispanics, I would say 85%,
Wow.
who speak my language, look like me, and sound like me.
And they didn't vote
that
you
are
in,
contributing
bitch.
with the economy
Wow.
of this country, and they live in the shadows.
Yeah.
So it's time to seal the border, like she said.
Yeah, they contribute to the economy, and then guess what they turn around and they do? They send the money, our U.S. dollars, back to their home countries, where the rest of their families live. So they don't pay into our systems. They don't pay into our social network. I'm so angry right now. Our social programs, they do not do anything. They don't pay taxes while they're here. That is the problem. It has nothing to do with the people and them as human beings in general. It has everything to do with the fact that they are living here, taking our jobs, mooching off of our social programs, and then not paying back into those programs via, them taking their money that they earn cash under the table and sending it back to their home countries. How dare you? How dare all of you?
Put order, let's see who comes in and who doesn't, and then turn around and give dignity. That doesn't mean path to citizenship. That means to include them and make them dignified members of our community.
Oh, they're dignified.
For whole of the immigration system.
Oh, they're dignified.
Because
They
not
have
only
enough
we need those
dignity,
hands,
okay? They have enough dignity, and why don't we give some dignity back to our own citizens? What about that? What about that? Okay, maybe just a thought. So, they have been saying, this comment's really good, they have been saying 11 to 14 million illegals for decades. We know that there have been 4 million plus in just the last 2 years. There are exponentially millions more in the United States than 15 million. Yeah, God only knows how many illegals are actually in this country doing what they're doing, and God bless them. They were all people, but if you came from a country illegally and you broke the law to get into this country and are now squatting in our country, then I'm sorry, you've got to go. It has nothing to do with your humanity, your dignity, or your personhood. It has everything to do with this country looking out for itself and not allowing, us to just go down like a sinking ship, basically. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous to even ask that of the American people. It truly is, ma'am. And you can go fuck yourself. Sorry for the language. I tried to find better words. I could not. Okay? So let's get into the next clip. This is from Rebel News, okay? This is Avi Yemeni. I bumped into the AstraZeneca boss as he entered the WEF today. Mark now admits his vaccine never stopped the spread, but justified the mandates anyways. He scrambled behind the restricted area before I could ask about the recent rise in sudden deaths. But he's here all week. Let's watch this.
Mark, how you doing, sir? Can I ask you a quick couple of questions? How you think about the vaccine mandates around the world, if you still think it was a good idea?
It was a very good idea, yes.
But it obviously didn't stop the transmission, so what's the reason for that?
Well, transmission is only one of them. The protection of people is probably the most important objective in the vaccination programs.
So, but the point to mandate it was to stop the spread. So why do you need a mandate?
To protect the largest number of people in the world. I think it was a very great idea.
So you need to force people to protect themselves. The whole narrative was, sir, the whole narrative was about the spread. So there you go, you've heard it from the drug dealer himself. The vaccine never stopped the spread, and that was apparently not the reason for the mandates now, but as soon as we question him further, off he went. He wasn't interested in answering questions because he's at the WEF. He thinks that journalists here that are going to ask him questions are going to help promote his vaccine. That's why we're here all week at wefreports.com. Bookmark that page, and if you like it.
So these are the people, guys. These are the people that are gathering in Davos, Switzerland, at this conference, planning your life and mine, planning future mandates, future collapses that they can perpetuate onto our societies, and planning our lives because they know better, guys. They know better. They know that it was a success despite all of the terrible things that have come about because of these mandates. And we haven't even gotten into that on this channel because I don't even think I can. I don't know. I really don't know. But I obviously have very strong thoughts about it because, you know, as you guys know, I'm very anti, the jabberoni, very, very anti. And so, it's just amazing to see these people walk in like this, have not a care in the world, still shilling their products after all of the billions of dollars that were made, not even willing to admit the error of their ways and admit what they have done and what they have actually unleashed on our societies. It's truly disgusting. So hopefully we'll see more clips like this, confronting some of these evil people who would gladly plan out your life and tell you how to live it in exchange for money, in exchange for a dollar. So it's truly despicable, all of these people who are at this conference. And I would definitely urge you guys that if any of your U.S. leaders, like congressmen or senators, are at this conference, at this forum, to let them know how you feel about that, and to let them know that they don't need to be partaking in globalism if that is something that you disagree with, because it is very important right now that we absolutely unequivocally stand up against. Okay, y'all, so moving on to the next clip, let's get into this. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, surrounded by the super rich, Kyrsten Sinema and Joe Manchin agree that they won't end the filibuster. Then they high-five. Both have used their position to hurt working people and the planet and make their rich friends richer. And even though I commend them for not ending the filibuster, for voting to not end it, this is truly disgusting. So just her attendance and being there when she tries to portray this, holier than thou image of herself being, that she recently broke with the Democratic Party, became an independent, and just tries to pass herself off as this anti-elite person. Being at this conference it says a lot. Okay, so let me know, is Kyrsten Sinema your senator? And if so, what do you think? So let's hear what she says.
Agree on getting rid of the difference for the American people in the last 2 years.
Oh yeah.
We still don't agree on getting rid of the filibuster.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Wow, high five, friend. They're having a good time. I tried to find a longer clip of her at, to see what she was saying right before that, but I was not able to find anything. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Okay, let's listen to this.
You become an independent.
That's correct.
Happened that same day or the day after, didn't it?
So, as folks know, I have formally declared my independence from what I consider to be a deeply broken two-party system. Those who know me know that I was always an independent voice and always have been for the things that I believe in and for my state and for my country. But I do think it's important to note that what you've heard about partisanship, I believe, is accurate. In the last 2 years, if we think, January 6th, which is a horrible day from 2 years ago, created, I think, concerning fear for every patriotic American across the country. But in the resulting 2 years, the Democratic Party shared a narrative that said we would not have any more free and fair elections in this country if the United States Congress didn't eliminate the filibuster and pass a massive voting rights package. As we all know, the filibuster was not eliminated.
Joe and I were not interested in sacrificing that important guardrail for the institution. That massive voting rights bill was not passed through Congress. And then we had a free and fair election all across the country. And as has been noted, the outcome of that election was different than many people expected. Most election deniers lost across the country, and individuals of both political parties, some extreme, some moderate, won. So we had a free and fair election. So one could posit that the push by one political party to eliminate an important guardrail in an institution in our country may have been premature or overreaching in order to get the short-term victories they wanted. Then we fast forward to where we are today, and we saw the House of Representatives struggle for multiple days in a row as Kevin McCarthy, dear friend of mine, had to continue conceding point after point after point to the radical right of the GOP, to a point where he's now in an unenviable position that will make it very difficult for us to meet our obligation when the debt limit fight comes up later this year.
Oh, girl.
Those are just two examples of the pull that you see political parties giving in order to get everything they want.
Girl, please. What did y'all think about Miss Kyrsten, Lesbianist Cinema? You know, hang it up, flat screen. Girl, please. First of all, yeah, I have thoughts about everything she said, some of which I cannot share. You know, we all know all of our elections are so free and fair in this country, guys. They're the freest. They're the fairest. It's true. You know it. I know it. And everybody knows it. We all know that January 6th was worse than Pearl Harbor. We know this, guys. Y'all are aware of that, I'm sure, as am I. And so, you know, we all know that what happened, you know, for the speakership just recently was the most terrible embarrassment to our democracy in all of time. Everyone knows that these are facts, guys. And so how much do we appreciate Kyrsten Sinema traveling all the way to Davos, Switzerland, to tell the world all about these things? Just for what reason? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'll get back to you later on that once I figure it the fuck out. But I don't know if we ever will. Why are our leaders, our state senators, our representatives of Congress here? Why are you here? What are y'all doing here? What are leaders of each of these countries doing here? Speaking about, you know, topics that have nothing, like, what do all these things have in common? What is the thread here? What are we trying to achieve with this big old meeting that looks like it costs a lot of money to put on? I don't know. It's very curious. Okay. So moving on to our next clip here. This is Al Gore goes on an anti-fossil fuel rant, claiming anything anti-climate needs to be defunded. He proclaims the WEF and its global affiliates need to rein in the anti-climate activities of the fossil industry. Well, I think you need to rein in the self-tanner, sir, because it's looking a little crazy. And maybe rein in some of those cheeseburgers you're having, because you look a little clunky. But let's hear you out, I guess.
Enough already.
Enough already. Enough.
And I don't want to get sidetracked onto what needs to happen, but we need to scale up climate finance, but we need desperately to scale down anti-climate finance. And we are still subsidizing the burning of fossil fuels globally at a rate 42 times larger than the subsidies for the shift toward renewables and EVs, et cetera. We need new leadership at the World Bank. We need them to scale up the leverage and vastly increase the amounts that are committed. And we need to rein in the anti-climate activities of the fossil industry.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think we need to be doing any of those things. I say let's drill more and more and more. And who cares? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, we love the planet. You know, it was created by God. We love it. We love our planet. We love sunlight. We love fresh air. But, you know, besides like recycling or like making sure that I don't litter and maybe like unplugging a few things here and there, I don't believe in any activity that I do is going to affect this great, big, beautiful Earth planet that we live on. So I'm sorry. I won't be doing any of it, especially when we have countries like China, like India, and all of the rest that don't give a flying flip about climate activism, climate change, or helping or saving this planet, guys. So until then, until you guys get the other countries on board, which you never will, spoiler alert, you never will, because people don't all think alike. We have almost going on 8 billion people on this planet. I'm sorry, you're not going to get everyone on board for your little agenda unless you plan on enslaving all of us, which also will not work. So it's until then, it's utter bullshit, and it's a way to control the masses that are actually being like propagandized to sign on to this. And it's just a form of mind control, and it's a form of actual control that they can, put onto populations that are too stupid to realize that it's not going to do anything until you have countries like China of 1.5 billion that pollute they pollute more than anybody. They pollute to high heavens. Like, they're literally pollute so much that it's ridiculous. They wear masks all the time over there because of the air pollution. So it ain't gonna work, Al Gore. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. Go rub some more spray tan on your face, okay? Because we don't want to see it. You're scary, honestly. So moving right along, guys, and these are just, we're rapid firing these, okay? Here is Joe Manchin. He argues against the First Amendment at the World Economic Forum meeting in Davos. Wow, not the First Amendment, Joe. Say it isn't so. Mr. High-fiving, we're saving the filibuster, and, I'm a moderate Democrat. The First Amendment you come after? Let's see. Y'all let me know. What is he really saying this?
The problem that we have is the open press system and basically all the platforms. So if you're able to have 5 platforms, social platforms, that you can basically personify the extremes, somebody who is extremely right or extremely left, and it seems like that is the majority speaking. They're not the majority, but they're basically driving everybody to make a decision. What side are you on? Are you on this side or this side?
Wow.
And in America, there's only one side, the American side. It's not the Republican side or Democrat. We should be coming together to solve the problems from a different angle.
Well, what a load of bullshit word salad that was. Throwing an America in there, and then people will just clap and be like, whoa, you said America, oh my God, yeah. No, sir. The problem is the open press system. I would counter with what open press system, and what freedom on all platforms for extremists on each side to thrive. Last I checked, I'm still banned on Twitter. Am I an extremist? Is little old me extreme? Am I the villain? Am I the problem? Like, I'm sorry. What free press? What open platforms? Until we get that sorted out, don't even try to open and fix your mouth to say anything about the problem with America. And, our First Amendment is that, it allows voices on either side to thrive. First of all, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. All voices should be allowed a space to speak and a space to get their points across, no matter how extreme or reprehensible they might be. That is the beauty of our country. That statement, you can throw an America on the end and deserve a round of applause. But not the other statement saying, there's not the right wing or left wing, there's just America. You know what? Save it. Save it, Joe Manchin. And I don't want to hear that from you, because it's just word salad nonsense at this point. And people have tried to use that, and they know that, idiots, people with low IQs might find that to be desirable. But no, we are sick and tired of the bullshit. People like me, who I don't consider myself to be extremist at all, and might I remind you guys, people like Alex Jones, Nick Fuentes are also still banned on Twitter, and others the like, So no, we don't have anything close to resembling what you're describing, and until we do, I don't want to hear it. And then if we do get that back, if we do get back the point where people can speak freely, even if they're coming from an extremist standpoint, whether it be somebody who is all for communism and who is an outright communist, or someone who is, for, white supremacy or whatever, or KKK member, until they're allowed to speak and openly express their views, I don't want to hear it. because it's just bullshit. And they should be allowed to speak those views. If that's what they want to do, you don't have to agree with everything that everyone says. That is the beauty of being a free citizen, guys. Spoiler alert. That's the beauty of it. Is to be able to hear all points of view and to basically sort out what you think is the truth and what you think is not the truth. Okay? Let's start thinking for ourselves, please. So, last couple things we're going to get into, guys. This is Donald Trump at the 2018 World Economic Forum. Just a little glimpse into what it is that we're missing, into what it is that we once had. And I just want to start off by noting the height difference here. Very small man here, very tall, broad-shouldered man here. Orange as he may be, he is taller, you know, and more attractive. I mean, not saying that Donald Trump's hot or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, look at the physiognomy, guys. Just look at it. We've been over this. Let's watch this video, and y'all let me know what you think. It's the trumpets for me.
I believe that today we need to strike the right balance between the necessary rebuilding of national social contracts and at the same time strengthening our multilateral system to address critical issues such as trade, investment, terrorism, and migration. I'm aware.
Wait a second. Did he just do a point? Did he just do like a little subtle point? Oh wait, let's watch. Okay, so keep your eyes on Donald Trump. Okay, well, I want to rewind this because that, like, just what? He's like rolling his eyes as this evil villain is speaking. But let's just see if I saw what I saw.
Issues such as trade, investment, terrorism, and migration.
Oh my God, he did! He did a little. Who is he pointing at? I need to know. I need to know. I want it to be me. Can I be on the receiving end of a Donald Trump point? That was like, that was so. Oh my God! Thank you. Just thank you. Thank you.
I'm aware that your strong leadership is open to misconceptions and biased interpretations. Therefore, it is so essential for us in the room to listen directly to you.
Yeah, listen.
I'm here today to represent the interests of the American people. The world is witnessing the resurgence of a strong and prosperous America. I'm here to deliver a simple message. There has never been a better time to hire, to build, to invest, and to grow in the United States. Regulation is stealth taxation. The U.S., like many other countries, unelected bureaucrats, and we have, believe me, we have them all over the place, and they've imposed crushing and anti-business and anti-worker regulations on our citizens with no vote, no legislative debate, and no real accountability. In America, those days are over. As President of the United States, I will always protect the interests of our country, our companies, and our workers. We are lifting self-imposed restrictions on energy production to provide affordable power to our citizens and businesses and to promote energy security for our friends all around the world. No country should be held hostage to a single provider of energy. America is roaring back, and now is the time to invest in the future of America.
Oh my God. Well, that was bittersweet. Oh my God, I thought that would be like a high note to end on, but that was just more sad. Like, what the fork? Guys. Oh. What do y'all think? You know, Trump has been disappointing people, myself included, recently. And it's been hard to see the vision. But when you look back on things like this, you know, we're reminded of a better time, you know, a time where, you know, it seemed like Donald Trump was not captured by certain agendas, and you know, these were the glory days, guys. And you know, hopefully one day we will reclaim these days, whether it be at the helm of Donald Trump or someone else. We don't know that yet. I'm still praying for him every day, praying that he will see the error of his ways and turn back to his glory that he had in 2016 throughout his entire presidency, and just really come back to his old self. But let me know what y'all think, guys. What do y'all think about the future and future of not only Donald Trump, but our country? And based on what we've seen so far coming out of the World Economic Forum, what do y'all think of that? And it's quite interesting if you ask me. So before we get out of here, guys, unrelated, I just wanted to show you guys a quick photo of a certain climate activist who was recently arrested, guys. And let me know what y'all think of this photo here from Clown World. And it is, wait, where's she at? Where is that little bitch at? Sorry, I did not have it pulled up. I'm not prepared. But it is pretty great, and it is just something that you're gonna want to see. If I can get to it, y'all. Let me see. Where the heck? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this little whore. Okay. Being arrested with a smile on her face. I'm glad you think it's funny, Greta Thunberg. Getting arrested in Germany. Protesting a damn coal mine. Where people make their living, where workers have to go to work, and here you are with your privilege and your face, your autistic face. She's an artist. She is an artist, guys. And, you know, that's just a little known fact. But what do y'all think of that young lady? And her newest gig being a coal miner protester in Germany and getting arrested and smiling about it. She thinks it's funny. I'm glad you are laughing, ma'am, because, you know, some people get arrested and they can't afford to get out, but you know that you can. So, wow, great for you. Kudos. But yeah, guys, let me know, what did y'all think of all this? And what are your thoughts on the World Economic Forum? So I'm going to take us out of here with a little video. And this is from another, I believe this is from 2016. And we'll end it with this, guys. But y'all, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like the video if you liked it. And subscribe, guys, to the channel, please. I have a goal I'm trying to reach. I would greatly appreciate you guys helping me reach it. And until next time, I will see y'all later. All right, bye, guys.
I'm gonna finish.
La 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 la, wait till I get my money right.
Tupac told me back in the days, you know, you had to get your money right and then you go to war. So I'm going to war.
Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing.
Y'all finally touched the person that's not gonna take it anymore.
You can't tell me nothing.
Okay, can I finish?
Interview adjourned. Peace.